Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Tenderfoot Tactics, where nearby on the horizon we have the big spooky statue. I played a bunch and I got us some other classes. I turned Spot into a worm, which actually involved... Oh, apparently there's a hidden indicator of how wounded he is there. This involved actually a ton of play, because he had to become a spell sword first, which meant he had to become a woods witch, and then it was a whole big thing. But we've now got a relatively high-level worm and a relatively high-level pit fiend to try out, in addition to other guys who have just left pretty much the same. It turns out Nyx, as an elementalist, is just terrifyingly powerful, and I don't really want to mess with it. And hopefully we'll get to see exactly how these classes work in practice here when we get to this ominous statue that we've been thinking about for basically the entirety of the game. And if this turns out not to be a thing where we fight, then I'll just walk us into some other combat so you guys can see these classes. So there's a building right here. Boy, it has gotten even more ominous than usual over here. Is this building... It doesn't look enterable. It doesn't have a prompt. Okay. You know what? Let's get in a fight right here and see if we can push the fog back in this area. Yo, that was a green? Okay. This doesn't feel that green. This is a lot of dudes. Alright, well, I think we're gonna open up with a pretty big zap here. Let's put you all the way in this corner. Pascal as the Lava Mancer in just somewhere where he can run forward. Yeah, he's fine. Spot as the worm can go here. So I have on Spot, I've kept the Headstrong, because it does seem like extremely good. So we still have that whole thing going on with him. You can be over here, you can be there, I guess. Yeah, this is fine. Except that we should change the order, because obviously Nyx needs to go first. And then we should get Quinn, and then probably Pascal. Okay. I think this should be very difficult for them. Oh, interesting. We're seeing all kinds of new moves all the time. So Flash should be a pretty good open. We'll just pop both of the Woods Witches and soften everybody else up. Also put myself in a plant and set myself on fire, which... That's going to have some consequences. Maybe you could have thought that one through a little bit more carefully. Yeah, this space has no points of plant life. Hopefully the burning will slow down quickly. And then, I mean, we know approximately how Quinn works. I've been using Bolt a lot more. I think Bolt is really strong. Do I wanna bolt right here, or... So there's a little bit of water on the ground over there. I think, actually, if we can bolt to this space, let me walk forward, too. If we can bolt to this space, yeah, it's going to spread out to those other guys via the water. So that's pretty good damage, although it doesn't get quite as much on nerve that way. Alright, so, Pascal. I held on to Hyper-Reactive because Hyper-Reactive seems extremely useful, but Pascal's whole deal has changed considerably. If I'm being honest, I think Salamander is probably a little bit more powerful feeling. This is very, like, break stuff and start fires. And listen, I'm not mad about break stuff and start fires. To be clear, I like to break stuff and I like to start fires. That's all sensible. And we have, like, a really solid single target punch. It does 90 damage straight up, and then it starts a fire underneath the thing, so usually the thing dies. And it's better than garroting something from the front, but it's certainly not better than garroting something from the back. So, I don't know, it feels a little bit less compelling to me. And we lost Wretch, and if you are going for a real fire-based team, I think the Pit Fiend definitely does have a niche there, does fit there in a pretty useful way. The fact that you can start a fire around him and it can actually heal him is potentially really powerful. I just think we kind of got into a place where we don't need it. This is awkward. The fact that I got pushed out of this space and the bush here got deleted and then a new bush grew in. That's really rough. So we have Enrage on Spot now, which is cool. For a guy who you want to be throwing in front of everybody all the time, I think this is pretty great. Unfortunately, we didn't have enough memory stuff available for me to carry forward Headstrong and the thing that allows him to run through bushes. So I made my choice, but I miss the bush thing sometimes, like right now. What we gained is the ability to just burrow to almost any space on the board. Unfortunately, it doesn't do damage. We can burrow like almost anywhere, and it breaks stuff in the tile you move to. We have this ability to ram, which unfortunately in this case is gonna carry us clean through Pascal, but I think it's still what we're gonna do. Obviously, that's really useful. You get a lot of play out of that. And then I'm gonna have you run over here and grab this. On the whole, his damage output is more solid. It's definitely better than him just staying a knight, but I think I do prefer Pascal as a salamander. This seems like a pretty good place for the old miasma. We do have proper nostrum now, and yes, it is, in practice, absolutely terrifying. And look, see, we're still producing just huge amounts of toxic fluid all the time. You know, it's not like we lost that. If I go for this, it's going to kill... Oh, no, it's not. He survives over there in the corner. Every once in a while, I still cast one of Nyx's other spells, but Flash is so good. It's very difficult to justify not doing Flash, right? And then you can just face Garrote. Garrote his entire face off. So that gives you a little bit of an idea of what those classes can do. I think we're just gonna let you sit on those points. We do have enough points to just grab +2 move, and I'm not taking it because I want +15 power, but honestly I'm not sure if I'm right or not on that. So the Pit Fiend has a couple of other things going that we don't have yet. It has this Slam, which is just, I mean, it's a large amount of damage in a pretty large area. You can hit a ton of enemies with that. This Ridge ability that hits, so in case it's unclear, you target a space in front of you and then it spreads out 2 spaces to the side, like horizontally, which, you know, that can have some uses. And then Mark here, we have the ability to make a guy explode if he gets hit again, and it has a pull, and it's tough for me without the explosion damage being listed here. It's hard for me to know whether it's worth doing this when I could just lava strike somebody. It's a lot of damage, man. So this, I don't know what this is, but we certainly don't seem to be able to enter it on this side, at least. It may well be the case that there's no way to interact with this thing. It's just a big, creepy-looking statue. And if that is the case, then somewhat anticlimactic bummer. It's looking like that is, in fact, the case. Yep, okay, well, we got over here, we saw what it was. Man, this looks so much like a door, though. Oh, I just hadn't gotten close enough. The placard reads, "Here lies Euro the Builder, first of his kind, whose hands have shored up 1,000 shores, upon whose back this great city was built. May his memory echo through 1,000 ages." Okay, so it's a placard, not a building that you walk inside, not the door that takes you inside of a building. I mean, oh, it's actually really creepy when you can see its face. It's creepy, and also I kind of love it. Well, I think that's all this is. I think it's just a really cool statue of Euro the Builder. Yeah, that was a lot of build-up for kind of nothing. Okay, well, hey there. Willow, are you coming with us, or... Okay, thought maybe Willow had been overwhelmed by the majesty of the place. So, we can have another bit of a look around. I was looking at the achievements for the game, and we currently have credit for visiting 5 of the 6 goblin cities, and I'd love to visit the last one, but I was looking through our collection of maps here. So this is that building that we visited in the previous episode. This is a city that we have been to. There's the big skeleton, there's the server farm. I don't think we know the location of the last city. We could just sail around aimlessly for a while and hope to encounter it, but I don't know if that's necessarily going to be fascinating to watch. Boy, I really That was a hell of a fall. Okay, let's try to get out to the water. All enemies read as green to us now. We are masters of the combat system. None can possibly stand against us. Except for that starfish guy over there. He's still real creepy. Boy, where the hell even am I? I'm going to be honest with you. When we came off of the plateau, at the speed we came off of the plateau at, I thought for sure we would hit the coast in a matter of moments. Alright, there we go. Okay, so. Let's see. If this is the back of the skeleton, or the back of the Euro's statue, we have a map that shows this. Yeah, okay. So here's the back of Euro's statue. There is a city. There should ought to be somewhere over here. Okay, here's the rail line. So that's this. We should cross over the rail line and then go straight outward. Can we do that? So what's the way that we do that with the fewest fights? Alright, you. We'll fight you, and I think that should clear a pretty solid path. Yo, that's a lot of enemies again. Well, you know what we do in a situation like this. Just make sure you are traveling maximum distance here. So we actually want him to be in front so that he has to move backward and also sideways. Yeah. No, wait. Put you over here. You can be standing behind the tree. You two are sort of out to the sides. Okay. So I do believe we're going to have something of an effect here. Alright, unfortunately, I did start fires on several of them, and these guys do heal from fire. That's alright. Something tells me we'll get the rest of the damage through. So, Bolt doesn't really make a lot of sense here. I might just Poison Salvo. Just Poison Salvo these two, and they probably won't tick out naturally from there, but we can give them a little push. Okay, so he is marked. We've never actually seen one of these marks go off. Hold on, can I get to... Yeah, right here. This seems like a fine place for the ridge. I do think Pit Fiend has good damage. To be clear, it's not like you think Pit Fiend's like a really weak class or anything. I think the core problem is that Pascal makes such an effective Salamander, and Salamander is so good for our party. It's just going to be very difficult to outdo that. Also, we're just, at this point, far too powerful. We have basically capped out in terms of strength and development. And then Slam won't reach this guy, and I'm pretty sure I can't... Okay, you can ram to him if you just stop in front of him. Alright, this is one of those rare situations where it's probably better to just combust. Actually, we're not going to be able to hit him, are we? Oh no, here we go. I think I was one tile too far away for the poison volley, but that works. Okay, we just want to go that way. That is not Feyweed. And who gained a point? Spot gained a point. Okay, so yeah, unfortunately, our affinity wouldn't let us take Headstrong or the Bush passive. So I've got Slam right now just to give us a good short-range attack, but I wonder if... Maybe I should have a proper ranged attack on this instead? Or like, oh, Thirst. Actually, you know what? Let's have him have Thirst. That's a good solid heal. He lost Gloat. But in most situations where we're actually in any danger, thirst will be at least comparable healing, probably quite a bit better. Okay, and then from here we want to just sail out. Yep, there's the city. I'm reasonably sure we've been here before. It does seem like it should have been hard for us to miss a city, given how extremely visible they are with their spotlights. Well, let's just have a quick look at this one. Oh, and also not crash into any other landmasses if possible. Weird little forested island. I think I'm starting to get okay at steering this thing. I'm at least making landfall accidentally, far less often than I used to. What is that? Hold up. Oh, it's a proper herb. Those are visible from further away than other plant life. Well, we may as well. Is this the right landmass? Yeah, we're coming at this at kind of a weird angle, though. I picked the spot where we would have to do the most running across land. Okay, here we go. I think if we hit this hill down here, this should work. It is real either spooky or wintry here. It's hard to tell. Okay, I think we did exactly what this dotted line suggests. Well, I guess let's go pick some blueberries. I mean, we certainly don't have enough blueberries yet. Yeah, I gotta say, the very muted color palette around here is... It's pretty, but it is a little unsettling. It kind of feels like, the area is dead, like bleached bone. Well, we may as well pick up some birds. You can never have enough birds. Is that... Is that more birds up there? No, that's probably just another herb. I thought the coloration was maybe the same as the nests, but it looks more planty. Boy, have we been here before? I mean, I guess if not, we'll get the achievement, right? A map of the nearby area. Is this a new map? No, this is the map we were just looking at. Right, of course it is. It only has one city on it. Hey there, guy. How you doing? Not feeling chatty. I get it. You know what? That's too far down the slope. I don't care about that. Oh, what's going on here? Gather round, young pups. Who can tell me why you will begin your studies in astronomy? Yeah, why do we have to study astronomy? I want to learn about sailing. I want to learn weaving. And one day you will learn those things. You will contribute volumes to our library, and then you'll find your rightful place. Like Plover, who takes care of the farms, or like Quipper training goblins to face the fog in the wildlands. Come, let me teach you about the sky. Do they have a telescope? Or I guess maybe this building... I don't know. Can we go inside? We cannot go inside. It doesn't work like that. Alright. What else is going on around here? This place does have a real, whimsical soundtrack, huh? I mean, there's not any stars to be seen. We're glad to have you here, at the seat of all knowledge. Wow, that's pretty impressive. We are friendly with Lixivant. We've done things. We've done things for them. Forest walk. Okay, there's some cool stuff. Minus water. I don't actually know what forest walk would be. Also, we have so much... we have so much stuff. How would you like... How would you like all of these? There we go. Now we are familial with Befriend. I don't know if it is the case that, like, actually pushing your reputation really high with various goblins actually does anything. The social systems of the game are a mystery to me. They don't seem to be terribly important. You know, we got our thing done mostly through fighting and running. It is very weird here. Alright, let's take a moment and look through our maps and see if we can... Apparently my home's over there right now. Alright, let's see if we can maybe deduce the location of the last town, because I would like to see it if we can. Alright, so this is basically at the end of the rail line. What's the quickest way to get back to the big map? Alright, so this is here. I'm thinking that there's a possibility... Okay, so that's a town that's over there. There's a possibility we'll be able to deduce the location of the 6th town from the positions of the other 5. Or at least, you know, a likely idea. So that's on the little island, like here. Okay. So top corners... That is... This is the group of islands at the south of the map, right? And that's the town in the group of islands at the south of the map. So that puts those here and here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 8 sites actually marked on this big map. I guess I had assumed that some of these were just campsites, but it's definitely the location of some of the towns. Not all of them, though. So the one up here isn't marked. Do we have a map that shows... a local map that shows that northern area? Because there's... Ah, shoot, where'd I lost it? There it is. There's this mark. What's this mark about? Let's see, on this map, I guess it would be over here. On this map... It's that, right? It's just a normal... Huh, but this does go somewhere. Okay, hold on. We're going to check out over there. We're just going to have a little bit of a look around. We may be out of things to see. But I would love to find the... Oh, they have a little greenhouse. This is cool. You want to tell me about your greenhouse? No, you just want to stare off into the... Okay. That man loves his gradient. Well, the good news is this island seems to have been completely cleansed of the fog. So, you know, good news for Lixavant, I guess. Also, completely cleansed of all of its juniper. So wait, how do I... Where the hell am I relative to that? We wanna go this way approximately, right? Yeah, I think so. We want the shore on our left. Or no, we want the shore on our right. We want to go up here. Okay. So we'll just sail around the back side of the island. There is definitely a path in the water marked to a place that I don't remember us ever going. So we'll just go over there and see if it's something interesting. You know what I don't miss? I definitely got to, like, the smartphone a lot later than a lot of other people. I was the last person I know to get a smartphone. You know what the smartphone has really made me not miss is the era of paper-folded maps. I am old enough to remember a time to have driven during a time when realistically that was the way that you were getting road assistance when you were out actually in a car. And man, technology's a wonderful thing, except when it's killing us all. Even then, you know, that's a type of wonder, I suppose. Okay, so we're staying way out. I mean, that does look significant, doesn't it? Is that where we're going, maybe? Alright, hold on. What am I seeing here? Is this the big skeleton? Let's try to get a little closer. Yeah, I think that's that big old rib cage. Or maybe I was seeing nothing at all. Okay, hold on a second. Where have I gotten us? Big map. Okay, this is the Scragglemouth Bay. So we are close-ish. That's the official cartological name for it, Scragglemouth Bay. So we're up here. Cartographical? Cartology? You know, maps. That's the proper mappy name for it. So yeah, this big plume of smoke is like up here somewhere. I think this legitimately might be a thing we've not gone to before. It might just end up being a campsite. But it's visible from an awfully long way away. The only reason I say it might be a campsite instead of a city is that it doesn't look like spotlights. Whoa, that got... Huh. We passed a tiny, tiny little area of incredibly dense fog there. It is real scary around here. Is that feyweed? Yes, it is. Okay, let's go grab some feyweed. Let me open things up a bit. There we go. That does feel better. I don't think we've been up here before. Okay, let's grab this feyweed as well. And then take a look around. Okay, so that's across the spine. So that's way the hell out there. That might be this village. This town, actually. Which means we have passed whatever we were looking for. Okay, hold on. Where's that map that has that route that just goes off the side? Here. Alright, so. That's the center. Facing the center. The spine is to our left. All of this stuff is to our right because that's Scragglemouth. So there's this little island, little circle island, which we totally have been to, but I don't remember what it actually was. And then, I guess, like, directly away. Hold on, let's go rest at that campsite over there. Wow, I was walking around while my bird was in the air, apparently. Well, this is a huge number of enemies, but we have tactics for that. I feel like I just set my guys up in the same order all the time, so I do wish it remembered. It's not a big problem. One of them gets to go before us. Not a big deal. Seems pretty alright. What was that, 9 kills? And we'll run up a little bit, so if we teleport into the back corner from here, it'll be even further away. If we tend to teleport into the back corner, it makes it a lot less important what direction our people are facing. Which is why I keep doing it that way, in case you were wondering, instead of the way we had been doing it previously. But man, even so, even with that very impressive open, we still had 2 people almost die before we got the situation under control at all. I mean, this seems like an extremely straightforward lava strike. Uh-oh, he's fireproof, it looks like. That's not great. Yeah, boy, the lava ceased to exist almost immediately. Let's frost you, and Spot goes before the other one, so you should have that under control. So, this guy only has 10 health left. Is the healing from thirst limited? Yes, it is. We gained exactly 10 health, despite doing 55. Probably not super relevant information at this point, because we're basically done with the game, but, you know. I always like to divine the properties of things. And an extremely authoritative Kabong. I do really like the way the Pit Fiend looks. Okay, so now I've gotten all turned around again, because it takes basically nothing for me to get turned around. Okay. I mean, there doesn't seem to be anything out this way. Well, like I said, let's go get to that, and then we'll figure things out from there. Because that is marked on the map, so we can use that as a... or all the resting points are marked on the map, so we can use that to figure things out. It kind of looks like it might be this one, right? Like maybe we're on this island right now? Is my island the right shape? It's actually kind of hard to tell. Wait, are we on the wrong side of the spine? Oh no, we're totally... I'm reading this map wrong. We're totally on the wrong side of the spine from this. We're over here. The spine is that way. So actually, this path off to the side only goes to the... That only goes to that town that we were just in, probably. Like I said, folding maps, a real pain in the ass. So yeah, I just have no idea. So wait, this is the bunch of islands in the south. That's the tower where we picked up the class map. So that still doesn't tell us what this is, though. There's a small round island with a marking on it, and it's near a big island that sort of looks like a lobster. Right? He's got like one big claw and one little claw. Where's Big Lobster Island? Am I on Big Lobster Island? Oh, I think I am. This is the big claw and this is the little claw. So it's actually that island right there. It's that island right there that has the X marked on it. Well, let's go see what it is. Getting all turned around. And it's possible that the era of the folding map was not a problem for everybody. Just me, on account of my incredible propensity to get lost. Somebody has definitely taken the time to make a mark on this island. Oh yeah, that's totally something. That is absolutely a little extremely stealthy town. Wait, terrace farms. That's what this map... Right, this is the terrace farm island. That's why it's got the circles, because it's ringed with little farms. Well, look at me getting all turned around. Again. So, okay. That's a town. That's a town. That's a town. We know that this and this are towns. So this and... Have we been to this one? I actually don't know. We've been to this spot here, because we went there, we went right past there to get that class. Yeah, okay. I guess let's try to go to that. That's going to be a little bit awkward because of how far inland it is. It's going to be tricky to reckon. All right. So which way from here is? That way's in. Okay. There's the big skeleton. You know what? We'll just go around the coast. So we're right here. Actually, we should go around the coast in the other direction, though. Keep the land to our right. So yeah, we'll try to get out of the water over here, maybe? There's going to be a lot of fighting inward no matter how we do it. That's not the location of the entrance to the plateau, is it? I suppose it might be. Doing a lot of high-speed drifting here in my boat. All right, I think it's actually going to be faster for us to cross the land a little bit here. Wow, it is very dense with enemies. Yeah, I guess we'll just run across here. Fortunately, the fact that all of the encounters are easy relative to us seems to have dramatically reduced their aggro range. They don't really want any of this. But at this point, even the easy encounters are like 15 enemies. So it does take a second. Hooray! The power of physics. Why fight when you could merely use the power of physics? Okay, so here's the spine, right? Yes. Alright, so we'll cross the spine, and then from there we want to hug the coast relatively tightly. It's a good thing our boat unfolds so quickly. Just jam that thing in your pocket and then pull it out at the crucial moment. Okay, so here we have, this is this bay, right? Which I guess means that it's very easy for us to just go and look. Is this going to be that weird plowed field? Yes. This is, in fact, a weird plowed field and nothing else. Maybe it's an old map. There was a town here once. That's what we're seeing. It's the remnants of a town. Alright, so we want to stick pretty tight to the coast from here. And then get off once we reach the little crook. It's not even really all that easy to just stick tight to the coast. The coast is it's an undulating and uncertain thing here. And the closer you stick to it, the less you have vision, because the fog rolls in off of it. Or out, I guess? We're out. The fog rolls out from the land. Which is not usually how fog works. Well, I mean, those are some big lights. I don't even know if that's the right direction. Alright, I'm pretty sure that this extremely creepy audio area is the area we're looking for. Is that Feyweed by any chance? No, okay. Yeah, it's real creepy out here. Alright, let's take a quick look. So that is a tower that we cleared already. This is, yes, this is the right thing. So we want to go approximately Nape. Well, that is certainly a town. And it offers us XP, so I think this may in fact be the town we missed. It's in the right spot. That is approximately where the X would be. I like the fact that each of the goblin villages has like a little bit of culture that is hinted at. I think a big part of what I dig about this game's narrative style is how sparse it is. How much it doesn't want to over-explain to you what is going on. I think that can be a real problem in video game narrative. People just like grabbing you by the sides of the head and going, "You will listen to all of the ideas that I had." Alright, we're gonna have to fight something here. Okay, we definitely want to start low on this one. Let's have... I guess we'll have you here. Yeah, it's not ideal, but it's actually pretty tough to position on this one. So one of the bog trolls gets to go first. Shouldn't be a problem. It's not going to take him out of the damage area. One of the stars is not facing me, and one of them has too much health to be killed. Actually, two of them have too much health to be killed. But actually, they'll work on each other a little bit. Yeah, that's not a bad start. You're just gonna wait right there. Yeah, sadly, there's no way I can attack the enemies I actually care about from here. But we can just, like, blow up some of these guys with a bolt jump. Lining up and using melee attacks is for nerds. The wave of the future is leaping all over the battlefield, constantly, in a way that frankly seems kind of uncontrollable. Alright, unfortunately I do not believe we're going to be able to stop that guy from getting a decent spell off. Yeah. Oh well. I guess if one enemy gets to act, it's probably not the end of the world. Never mind. He spent too much time flying around and not enough time casting. So yeah, I think our damage is pretty solid. Turns out once you unlock all the classes and get everybody leveled up a ton, and it starts to add up. We'll just leave Pascal with his plus health, or with his plus power, and I've lost... Okay, there we go. It only gives you XP the first time you visit it, right? I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure this is the missing town. Although the name Nape is certainly familiar, it could just be from me seeing it on the You Rescued Goblins screen after combat. So we're seeing a lot more goblin-type enemies around here, a lot more like knights and elementalists. Wonder if that's always the case when you're close to a town? Man, if that field, if the X on that little field is indeed intended to tell you that, like, you're looking at an old map and there used to be a town here, I actually really like the subtlety of that world building. Giving you an idea of the history without having somebody in the world actually, like, beat you over the head with it. These battles are looking a little bit more intense. If it is the case that we've not been to Nape, that makes sense, right? Because there'd be just a ton of fog and monsters. Alright, I think we may end up having a fight here. Yes. It's very dense. It's dense with hostility over here. Oh, Feyweed. That could solve my problem. Provided we can actually reach it. Yeah, this city being significantly inland would also explain why we, it would certainly suggest that we had never found it, because I have really spent a lot of time reckoning everything by the coastline. And it's sort of tucked away in this weird little valley. It's not that far from the plateau, so you would think I might have seen it during that period where we were just walking all the way around the plateau looking for an entrance, but I'm not too proud to admit, occasionally I miss a thing. Just every once in a great while, you know? Unfortunately, I have no idea what makes a town count as visited for the purposes of the achievement, so I don't know when it would pop if this is indeed new. Let's go ahead and rest. Oh no, that guy sitting cross-legged, I totally remember that. Unless maybe that's a thing that happens in multiple villages. Sure, let's rest here, let's make camp. We did in fact just get an achievement. Yes, that's the one. Okay, this was the town we were missing. So let's have a look around. There's a lot more people here than there are in most of them. That's good, right? We've been doing an okay job for these people then. Let's have a quick look at the map. Oh, hey, this would have been a useful map. Are there actually 4 entrances to the plateau? Huh, maybe. That's the fishing spot? Is that where we ran into those goblins who were talking about the fishing routes? I think it might be, actually. Well, let's have a quick chat with some people. So hold on. What's going on over here? Are you guys okay? They're just, they're stargazing at the all the nothing. Similarly, uninterested in talking to me. Listen, I'm not saying that I deserve a hero's welcome. But I was maybe like a little bit expecting a hero's welcome is all. That's all I'm saying. Hey there, pal. Okay, so nothing new here. We are merely respected here in Nape. Well, I don't think we have anything particularly special to do here. I would like to just wander around and talk to people a little bit. What is the character of Nape? Why is this village here? What do you do here? Apparently what you do here is just hang out in total silence. Yeah, damn, nobody has anything they want to say to me at all. To be fair, we have not done a ton of work to save this particular village, I don't think, because we've mostly fought near the coast. Yep, okay, well, I guess we're not going to get very much from them. There is a thing marked on the map, the map that we just picked up, that we should probably go and investigate real quick, and then I think maybe we're just good. Maybe we've seen it. Maybe we've kind of gotten the grasp of the whole deal. Here, if I pull this Feyweed, maybe they'll be in a better mood. Did anybody else see that goblin just get deleted? I think I might have deleted, a living guy by pulling that Feyweed. Well, that feels not ideal. Here, let's keep an eye on this dude as we pull this one. Oh, no, he's okay. He's fine. They're all fine. They just don't want to talk to me. Oh, you do, though. The old king petitioned creatures tall as trees, magic from magicians, to rush through the weeds. Okay. I guess it's poetry. I'm saying don't quit your day job. Bound to king's condition, creatures tall as trees, magic from magicians, still whisper across the seas. Despite its dreadful miasma, there is something horribly pretty about the fog, isn't there? I mean, it's kind of hard to tell, honestly. Okay. This was not super productive, but I am glad that we saw the last town. So let's figure out what that thing on the map was. Yeah, that. Unfortunately, I don't really have a... Okay, so if we're here, And that's that way. We want to go approximately like this way. I'm sure once we get close enough to whatever it is, it'll be obvious. Obvious-ish. Okay, sorry about the jump cut, but I did a lot of aimless wandering, and I wanted to cut some of it out of the episode. Here we go. Whatever it is, I think we see it. Sadly, I don't exactly even know where I am. I've been flying these birds around for a while, so... okay, this way. It's very easy to get lost in an area this foggy and this dark. But, here we go. We've discovered our final landmark. Look at that. We were outside of the fog for like a whole 30 seconds. Oh, and now I have lost it again. Where in the hell did that go? We'll figure it out. So we have so many birds now that we can range really far out. That's pretty far out, man. So where the hell did I... Birds, help! The hell did I lose that? We were only walking toward it, right? Okay, hold on a second. Maybe I went... Here, let's fly over this way a little bit. Maybe I went too far from the plateau? Huh. There it is. Okay. Aim directly at it, zoom down, go forward. Fly back up. Okay. Is it moving? It feels like either it's moving or we are being moved. I don't like being this far inland. It's very hard to tell what's happening in the world around me. It's creepy. This game has done a real good job of creating a creepy atmosphere here. Yeah, like I was saying, creepy atmosphere. There's these little snippets of very creepy music playing, and... Okay, over there. We're getting close now. Yeah, I am shocked by how much harder it is to navigate when you are not near the coast. I knew it would be a problem, but I'm very surprised at how much of a problem it was. It does feel like it's moving around. It feels like it's moving away from us. Well, I am too stubborn to be evaded. I may be terrible at navigating and also not that bright, but one thing I am is too stubborn for my own good. Huh. Like a power plant? A wind power plant, maybe? Or... Well, this is certainly interesting. A dreadful power, indeed. Multi-stage combat 1 of 3. Okay, so this is a pretty small area. Most of the enemies are facing forward, but not all of them. Oh, and also we don't get to use everybody. Who sits out? It's probably Nettle. I mean, Nostrum. Nostrum could actually be really useful. It's certainly not Quinn, though. Right? Quinn's super good. It might be Pascal. Honestly, yeah, maybe this new version of Pascal is the least useful. Because, like, Nostrum plus Miasma... Yeah. I'm going to try it like this. Alright, this is scary, though. How many of them? One of them gets to go before us, and it's the one in the opposite corner. So let's have you go up here, then you... I'm going to do it like this. I'm unsure where I want Nettle to go for the purposes of the Nostrum. Ooh. Nettle being turned to the side is going to make the jump way less safe. We might have to just combust or something. Yeah, I can only jump this far. We'll just do that. That's still good damage. And then I will run for the opposite corner. This is actually a little scary. The enemies being so densely placed is a problem. The terrain being as small as it is also a problem. We really benefit from large areas where we can do very long jumps. Huh, is there like a little bit of water on the ground? Yeah, I guess there must be. I mean, this is a lot of damage overall, but we need to actually kill enemies. Also, I'm pretty sure Nettle's just dead, so I don't think we can stop this guy from killing Nettle. I mean, we certainly have Garrote. I should probably bolt jump behind some of the enemies. The fact that the power elements here go all the way to the back of the area is a real problem, though. Alright, I'm going to jump to here. We're going to try something a little bit unorthodox. Because I would love to be in a position to be able to Garrote. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. So who is up next? That one. It's actually just, like, very awkward. Oh, right, they have that thing. Well, which health do you have left? 130 and 77? Do I want to just do a Thrive? I'm gonna do a Thrive. We're gonna Thrive Worm, and then have Worm go and make trouble for these guys on this side. Right, because we actually get a really good thirst off here, and then it'll taunt all of these dudes. But yeah, geez, it's such a huge amount of HP. This is something like almost 2,000 total health between the lot of them, I think. That's tough to deal with. Okay. Well, Quinn's got an interesting position. So we can totally kill... I mean, we gotta just kill individuals, right? Although I suppose if we're going to kill this guy, the better way to do that is with a poison volley. Oh, I actually can't poison volley him, and I can't move. So then I bolt jump to here, so that I can move. And hopefully I can run... Ooh, I cannot actually make it past Spot. Well, that's bad. Wait, no, we want to thirst into that space. Yeah, man, the combination of Enrage and Thirst is really powerful. Spot is definitely way better than he used to be. This was a big upgrade for at least one of us. We could try to get some kills here. And realistically gather, or plow. Plow will do it. Except I can't quite walk into the space I need to be. I need to be there, right? Oh no, plow is rangeable. Yeah, let's do it like this. That's why I took that. That's exactly what I was hoping to be able to do with it. So when it's multi-stage combat, we reset between the encounters, right? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Spot does a pretty solid amount of damage, like nearly wizard damage every time he acts, and also resets himself to full health. This is pretty good. It's a pretty solid combination. Alright, run. Run for your life. He will not be resetting himself to full against a single enemy every time, though. Well, actually, maybe. They're not really hitting that hard. And they're damaging themselves on the thorn, and giving me the enrage. Actually, yeah, we can just trade blows all day long. Honestly, a lot of my other characters would have a lot of trouble in this situation. A giant is big, and it hits pretty hard. Okay, reset. Still only 5 of us, and a much more fightable group of enemies. What am I not seeing here? This doesn't really seem that bad. I guess you can just start over here so that you jump to the side that doesn't have trees on it. And I'm going to swap out Pascal again. Alright, it's not actually going to kill anybody, but I think it's still right. I guess, does Boil work here? Plus 5 power per water at target. Okay, Boil's not actually better than the jump, and it also boils my guys who are standing in the river, so. Okay, that's pretty straightforward. I do not think that guy will burn to death, probably. But he's low enough. We'll figure it out. I mean, do you even have... You sort of don't have a real attack. Like me, you know, just casting Miasma is kind of like the whole thing. And Nostrum is fine when people are injured. Just go ahead and plow that land real quick, because obviously it wasn't low enough. Are you... Yeah, you're... Nope, never mind. There was an X, or at least there was an X by the time I was done moving there. I think it was fine when I started moving, but there was still water flowing downhill into the space. Okay, and this looks fairly modern. Also, real weird and creepy. So this one's going to act... Yeah, we're not going to be able to get a good... not going to be able to get a good jump off on this one. We're going to have to do this a little bit more fairly. That said, I don't think I want to like trade you out or anything, because like Combust is still very, very good. Here, I'm going to put you up here. We're still going to have you go first. Alright, couldn't have asked for much better than that. It was very nice of that guy to put himself at a lower elevation and within 2 tiles of another enemy. So... Yeah, I don't know, I get just poison... A little bit of poison is not a very exciting play. But I don't really know what else to do here. I guess we'll jump on this one to avoid dealing friendly fire damage. Oh, and also put myself in a bush that will burn me terribly. I tried. I did everything in my power to put that fire out. The rest is up to God. I guess just a ram should do it, right? Yeah, it's nice to have a version of Spot that actually, like, deals damage. This music might be a tad dramatic. The A18900... Sorry, that's an O and then a 0, 1S pendant. A blotchy gray disc strung on a blotchy gray chain. That's appropriate. A relic from the time when the Elven City was still connected to the hinterland. In the hinterland worksites, goblin agents would use a pendant to symbolize, and sometimes enforce, authority over low-caste goblins. Oh wow, 2515 with plus a nerve. That is maybe the best piece of equipment we've ever seen. And sadly, we have so little to do with it. Alright, well I think that is a reasonable ending. We have seen even more cool stuff here. That is going to be it for us for today and for Tenderfoot Tactics. I had a really good time with this. This was a delightful surprise. Thank you all so much for watching and coming on this journey with me. I hope you all enjoyed it as much as I did. And when you come back next time on Monday, we'll have some new stuff. We'll see you then.